Annastacia Palaszczuk and Treasurer Curtis Pitt won't detail how they'd repay almost $81 billion of total government debt if re-elected. At a staged media event in Cairns, the pair was cranky when questioned on the issue.
It was hard hats and high vis for the Premier.
Hello, how are you?
Welcome to Cairns.
But no announcement.
It's about getting young people into employment.
Just a picture opportunity at a building site that's employing 4 young men.
It's a very tight space, isn't it?
That quickly turned bad-tempered.
You can try and twist my words. I'm making it abundantly clear.
You're talking over me, Patrick, again.
When talk turned to debt.
There is no case in Queensland where you'll never see zero debt.
And how a re-elected Labor government would pay it off.
We need to look at everything.
But he struggled to spell out exactly how he'd tackle almost $81 billion of total government debt.
We have a big amount of things we're talking about today, but we are a lot at stake for this Saturday.
And Labor still won't say when they'll reveal exactly how they plan to pay for more than $2 billion of promises so far.
I would be releasing our costings before the election.
In 4 days' time, and with a hung parliament a distinct possibility.
Everybody knows my stance, Patrick, and everybody accepts that stance.
Ms Palaszczuk says no crossbenchers are worth forming government with at this stage.
They all know my stance. I've made it abundantly clear.
So, Patrick Condren, will the Premier's campaign suffer, do you think, because of today's wobbles?
Not in the long term specifically, Bill, but if it continues, I think they could be in a little bit of strife. We are entering what they consider to be the most crucial part of any election campaign, that last 3 or 4 days when the vast majorities of voters engage in the political process. Now, at this particular point, if the wobbles, I suppose, continue, they could be in a bit of strife, and it could spell electoral disaster for the government of the day. Annastacia Palaszczuk jets off to Mackay shortly. It'll be her 3rd major regional city stopover in less than 12 hours.
All right, thank you, Patrick. Now, Katrina Blowers, the LNP campaign, has just arrived back in Brisbane.
He has. We just arrived on the tarmac just a few moments ago, and that's because Tim Nicholls is here to address the Queensland Media Club tomorrow. Today we began the day in Bundaberg before a fly-in, fly-out visit to Mackay. In a city well known for its rum, a Monday morning heart starter.
Muchas gazpacho. Cheers and down the hatch.
Tim Nicholls taking to a chili plant to give his push for regional seats a kick and stop his fortunes going down.
A lot of years at uni practice went into that one, believe you me.
Before breakfast, he attempted to set the record straight on deals with One Nation.
There are no deals, there's no coalition.
A stance he says he'll stick to even if they put the heat on in exchange for support.
There are no good choices when it comes to second preferences.
A $360 million promise for a Bruce Highway upgrade overshadowed by more questions over how the LNP will tackle Queensland's debt.
The LNP will always manage finances better.
At the same time in Townsville, the morning LNP media conference was going off message.
We want our children's future put ahead of the profits of a foreign billionaire.
The jobs of the people of North Queensland and Central Queensland.
Jobs there are no jobs. No, Adani, never gonna build that line.
By late afternoon, Mr Nicholls had made his way to an engineering plant in Mackay to launch his infrastructure plan, a 27-page glossy brochure that's a summary of announcements made earlier.
Well, this brings all of our plan together.
And a promise of more new policies to come before Saturday. Katrina Blowers, 7 News.